Okay, just give me a minute to explain, okay? How hilarious that my previous video after the last video was, oh hey, how amazing it is to be recording again and getting back in the groove and what blah blah blah. I know I've been away, I know you missed me, I'm sorry, okay? It's been a weird month. I'll do a little self neck for that one, for my little hiatus. But I promise not to make it a habit, okay? Things are better, I think. What the hell? This month has been a lot of learning, changing, growing. This whole summer, really, mainly, I've been going through like transformation, soul transmutation. I think on my spiritual journey, I've been really finding the meaning, the true meaning of finding yourself, what it really means to discover the deeper layers of yourself. But like actually, and it's funny, you think you know yourself until an experience or a conflict or I don't know, some weird brain shit happens, and all of a sudden it's like there's more of you, which I mean I think is pretty cool. But I know sometimes in the moment it cannot feel cool. When we're going through the change, it feels awkward. It's uncomfortable. And I know right now for me, I've been feeling, it's weird. I've been feeling unlike myself, and yet I've never felt more like myself. And that's where the weird issue with identity comes in. Can't get too caught up about who you are, the you. You know, that's what the ego is. It's just the idea of you. So you can't lose yourself in that. And that's been the big pickle for me, is really through my troubles, through my tribulations, through my hardships that I've been facing lately, it's been the same question. So what I'm knocking on my brain is, who am I? And who am I going to be? Or should I say, how is this all shaping me? You know, none of this is just random. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in random huggabaloo. I'm not nihilistic, okay? I don't think that life is meaningless and that we all just pop out of our mamas and we walk around and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo and then we die and that's it. No, I think there's more to it than that, because there is. To me, God, source, the universe, creation, whatever you believe in, if you believe in a higher power, which I think so, you know, I think that there is a grand plan. Yes, the meaning is whatever meaning we happen to attach to these experiences. Whoa! Whatever meaning we happen to attach to these experiences, the people, our lives in general. But I also think there is a large like roadmap, a timeline, you know. These damn horns. What's given me a lot of comfort recently is just the knowing that the universe knows what it's doing. It knows better than us. You know, we're just part of its little game. Its little uh this reality is one big cosmic joke. We're the setup and God is the punchline. And there are always things going on behind the scene that we don't see, that we don't know about. The universe is ever growing, expanding, and dying, all at the same time, infinitely, forever, before us and after us. For this video and after this video and after my channel blows up and but that's sort of the tip I've been on as of recent. And I've been just more off the grid, off the net, deleted social media yet again. I like do this weird dance. I have this weird love-hate relationship with social media where it's like, it's fine. Oh, I can doom scroll for a month or two and then I get sick of it and I realize, okay, like this is stupid and this is like actually not good for me. And then boop, off my phone it goes. And then I don't know, I like Then out of nowhere, I just feel like, oh, okay, I want to have it on my phone again, and then back I go. I think with that, you just can't take this life too serious. You can't take things in life too serious. That's another thing that I've been really telling myself, that it all does not have to be as hard as you feel like it is, if that makes sense. Like I said, you're part of the joke. Laugh, smile, click your heels. It's really silly when you detach from it all, look at it from a third person perspective, and be like, damn. Which, of course, while we're like in our lives, immersed in our reality, it's hard. It is hard. And I've just been removing the emotional multiplier to my thoughts. You know how when you like think a thought, you like replay an argument in your head, makes you mad, gets pissed off, you get mad at yourself because you're like, damn, I could have clocked them with that, I should have said that. Or you think about a hurtful experience, some trauma maybe, and it makes you sad, makes you depressed, makes you fearful. I've been doing less of that. I think even when I am replaying things in my mind or thinking thoughts throughout my day, I've let them be just that, just thoughts. You have that power. And that's something I really have been hammering in my mind, and something that I really want to get out to other people as well. Like, you can choose. We are powerful. We are divine, okay? Don't get it fucked up. We're not like divine beings per se. Like, we don't have God power, but we are parcels of God. We are pieces of the nigga. And when we choose to step into this divinity, think of it like you're being shackled. You're being tethered to all these things that lay around you, your thoughts and habits and relationships, all these things that are of this physical plane. Most of these things are hindrances, right? But like, they're not like chained to anything. They're not like chained to the wall. They're not even really on your wrist. You could really just take the bitches off and walk away. And I think that's part of the spiritual journey. To me, that's what the spiritual journey is. It's untethering yourself, detaching, because this world is not all there is. And I've been really feeling better about the fact that this life also comes in chapters. Things don't last forever, both good and bad. And you know that. You know that. You survived every bad day you've ever had, and you've gotten through some of your worst shit. You're here now. You know how amazing is that? Look at you. Big guy, big girl. I think the day I chose to be joy, to be the source of joy and love. And this isn't like one day you wake up and decide this. In a way, yeah, but this is a practice. It's a habit that you choose. It's a habit you form, and something that you've got to cultivate and implant into yourself until boom, your love, your joy, your peace and abundance. And these things are elements of heaven, which, I mean, not to assume, but assuming that that's where everyone wants to go. So why not practice these things, implement these things into our spirit, become these things, radiate that shit out into this world, so that way when we move on to the next, it's like boom, oh my, God gonna be like, damn nigga, you ready? You did just study and all that. It's like an exam, right? You don't want to fail the exam. You don't want to be a hateful, negative, worldly person, and then you die, and then you trying to, like, waltz into heaven. Not saying you're not gonna go there if that's the case, but like, you can't like waltz up in there and be like, yo, hey, you gonna let me in? And it's like you see everybody else like, like, nigga, you see this party? Like, you like dressed like a bum. Everybody like all like glamorous, just like the Met Gala, and you like in some slacks and a you know white tee. I don't know. I think that's the key. I've of course been having my own struggles in my own life right now, going through something hard. I don't get into the specifics, but there are days where I get down. There are days where I lack motivation and I'm sad. But at the same time, it's like I don't live in a state of lack. I don't live in a realm where just because I don't have things or people are doing me some sort of way, I don't let myself be hindered. Like I said, you're not hindered by the what's the word? Alchemations? That's not a word at all. What the fuck? You are not shackled by the chains this world tries to place on you. You're also not shackled by the chains that people try to place on you. And they'll do it both consciously and subconsciously. I've learned that as well. That's why I've been spending a lot of time by myself. I've been sort of building my fortress, as I've been saying, fortifying my armor. So that way, when I do get around more people, new people, because at the end of the day, I like meeting people. I like to put myself out there, and I think that's important. It's not about becoming somebody new. It's not about killing your old self. None of that shit. All right, none of that TikTok motivational shit. Okay, real talk. It's just remembering. It's finding the way back to you. You've always been there. It's just reminders, affirmations, confirmations, synchronicities. It's all you. It's all the way back to you. That's the key to finding yourself. That's the key to being yourself. And it starts with loving yourself. Because when you love yourself, you have such an abundance of love built up to where, boom, now it's everywhere. Now it's you. And you can just walk in a room and there's love. And you're around people and there's love. And you're with the deer and sheep and shit and there's love. You're sitting on the toilet and there's love. Love is everywhere because it's you. And it's like one of the highest frequencies. And if you can do that, you're already there, man. You already chilling with God. God is love. My idea of God has sort of been changing and reforming, like I said, as I've been on this little path of mine. But ultimately, I feel like I've gotten pretty close to him. To her? To it? I don't feel like people should feel bad about themselves because they feel like they aren't who they're meant to be now, aren't who they're supposed to be, who they want to be. All that's like horseshit. If you have this like ideal self, which is fine because I have an ideal self, we all have an ideal self that we wish to reach, but don't like set so much energy towards that to where it's like, oh, I'm not this person yet, so I guess I can't enjoy my life. I guess I'm dookie. I'm like, no, you're you're already like you can become that person now. Like, how would that person act and think and feel and talk to people and walk? What music they listen to? How do they dress? Like all that shit. Come here, come here, man. You see this shit, nigga? Hold on, let me mute you. This is amazing. I come out here and chill often, bro. As often as I can. I know a lot of people get caught up in this idea of finding themselves, and when you're on a spiritual journey, that's sort of the idea, is really getting to the deeper layers of yourself, of your soul. But I try not to get too caught up in this idea because then it's like you're taking yourself out of your life. You're taking yourself out of the moment. And I think the present moment, there's so much power in the present, so much power in the now. But right now, I feel like too many people forget that now is all we have. The present is all we have. Self-love is really the key. Self-care is really the key. Talk to yourself. I mean, like, have conversations with yourself. I know that's like a thing. Oh, whoa, you're crazy. Oh, boo, 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 boo. That's low vibrational thinking. That's bullshit. Okay, that pisses me off when people are like, oh, I don't talk to myself. That's weird. And then wonder why they're like monkey brain and they don't know shit because you don't know anything about you, because you don't spend time with you and ask yourself questions and process you. It's like, how are you supposed to do that if you don't at least like sit with yourself, at least have like an internal dialogue? Some people don't have an internal dialogue. That freaks me out because I'm literally like narrating my life in my head 24/7. But I'm not the one to judge, so I don't know. I just let people do their thing, and you can't get too caught up in how people live their lives. You live your life, and they're living theirs. Oh man, that looks so cool, man. I know I said a lot in this video. I know there's been a lot of ideas sort of bouncing around everywhere, in and out. In and out sounds good right now, actually. Just take it a day at a time. Make sure you talk to yourself, know what you want. If you don't know what you want, that's okay too. Just ease up, relax, take a breath, and try to find some peace in the chaos, because there is peace in the chaos. But that's sort of the summary of where my spirit's been lately. You know, still processing some things as I'm currently going through a season, because that's what life is seasons. But ultimately, I'm at a level of peace that I don't think I've ever reached, which is good. I give myself a pat on the back. Celebrate yourself too. You know, you've come this far. You've got a whole lot farther to go. Yeah, I've been good. I hope you've been well, and I hope you stay well. And eat something. Maybe In and Out. You know, eat something, because it's about that time. I should eat something, actually. See, soccer is just not. It's not appealing to me. It's like, look how many niggas are just on that one field, chasing the one ball. But everyone's got their thing, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's all for me. Touch grass today. Love yourself, and stay patient on your path back to yourself. I'm 𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘. Bye. See you later, alligator. Get the fuck out of here, you. Get out of here.